They know they're going to lose. And Nancy Pelosi's not going to go quietly.
We will not go quietly. Not go quietly.
She's going to scream
Into the night.
She's already preparing to scream the election was stolen. They are setting the stage to potentially steal an election. And by the way, what she means by stolen is people showed up to vote against Democrats. Not just from the president, but from the over 60 million people across this country who voted for him. So that's what stealing the election is.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and I don't know why anybody cares what Ted Cruz feels about anything. This guy is the most hated man in the Senate and quite possibly the most evil man in politics. The guy is completely soulless, and this viral video comparing his words in his most recent partisan tirade to his words on January 6th makes it abundantly clear just what makes Cancun Cruz such a despicable actor.
You know, I think the most important, sort of the most odd part of the whole thing is here's a guy who Trump has degraded and called his wife ugly, and he wants to overturn democracy for him. I mean, it's just kind of incredible.
We will not go quietly. Not go quietly.
Cruz plays any card that he thinks can win for him, and of course he's fallen in love with the fascism card that the Republican Party has drummed up. The idea that you can cement yourself in office forever by siege and propaganda is an alluring thought to Cruz. Losing an election is no longer a problem to him. He sees the blueprint and now knows that talking points don't even have to be intelligent at all. Donald Trump proved that. Add in a Reichstag moment and Cruz sees a recipe for stealing power back by hook or crook.
Once Ted Cruz promised to object, January 6th was all but foreordained because Cruz was the most influential figure in Congress willing to force a vote on Trump's claim that the election was stolen.
And remember, Democrats don't believe in democracy.
Tomorrow, Senator Ted Cruz and about a dozen other Republicans, they are promising to vote against certification.
They don't believe in democracy.
Ted Cruz's objection to the Arizona
Objection to counting electoral votes of the state of Arizona. Can I get a photo of that? Wait, no, that's actually okay. All right, I'm pissed. He's with us.
I think Cruz would want us to do this, so yeah, absolutely. I think we're good.
We all wish people were smart enough to see a shady, worthless sack of trash politician when they see one. And when everybody believes they can and everybody says they just hate politicians, these right-wing nut jobs just worship two-timing politicians more devoutly than any god. Cruz's tirade shown here in split screen against his words on January 6th are enough to close the book on his case as the dirtiest of corrupt politicians in even the most feeble of minds. But we know these saps that vote for people like Ted Cruz are blind, hostile, moronic, and beyond closed-minded. They worship on the altar of Fox News, OAN, and Newsmax as the unholy fountain of information. Doesn't matter if they say 2 + 2 = 60,000, they'll find some way to justify it in their small, small minds. A video like this would ruin Ted Cruz if it was any other field. But this, folks, is Republican politics, where hypocrisy is not an obstacle. It's almost welcomed because they know there isn't a brain in a single head amongst their voter base. We know this beyond a shadow of a doubt because of the very topic this video addresses: democracy. How people can vote for people that assaulted democracy and who continue to assault democracy at every possible turn in this conundrum with no rational explanation whatsoever. These actions are anti-American by the very definition, and Ted Cruz just offered you a picture-perfect illustration of his loyalties, and not one of them is to any principle this nation stands for. There is hope to turn the corner and strengthen democracy like never before, and technology may help us play a role in doing just that. Social media is incredibly powerful, and we have the power to determine what content gets seen by our engagement. Likes, shares, and comments are what got a video like this one documenting Ted Cruz, in his own words, for the fascist slime that he is, to be spread all over the internet. So give a like, share, and drop a comment if you like this channel and help us build this movement, the democracy movement, and in turn squash the autocratic evil coming from the increasingly far right. This is a small step we can all do to help shape the future of our politics. People like Ted Cruz once belonged to an unseen lunatic fringe, and we need to retire them back to that capacity. We need decent people who are willing to hold themselves accountable to the principles that define America and fulfill the great promise of the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.